Day 4, Monday. Surai. Police headquarters, Monday, 9:32 a.m.
Iba and I saved Iris during the sink yesterday. She wasn't killed.
True, but that was only a dream.
Maybe the dream changed reality.
No, I don't think that's how it works, Date.
Impossible.
Then how else would you explain it?
You hallucinated, Date.
Iris came back to life.
Or maybe you just saw a modeled figure of Iris with stab wounds in the back and the left eye missing, like a sick memento or a sick message. Considering how Iba and Date need higher dosages, yeah, it could be Matroshka.
Hey, Date, who's cuter? The Matroshka or Iba?
Matroshka. Ah, that's what it's called.
The first one.
I will carve out your insides and turn you into a matryoshka.
Oh god. They're filled with whips. Oh, boss is kinky. I mean, of course she is. Boss is
You
chair.
know, the kanji for chair comes out to strange mushroom.
Really?
Makes me think of a man's strange mushroom, if you know what I mean.
Unfortunately, I do, boss. Unfortunately, I do.
Seriously, is that the only thing you can think about right now?
I'm surprised how level-headed Date is right now. Mars Tombstone. Oh. Marcy car.
If only I could control you with a remote. Make you do this, make you do that.
Ooh, okay. Boss's friend Mario.
Only money rained down from the sky.
Soccer ball.
I've been wondering, which balls are bigger? Yours or this soccer ball?
The soccer ball, obviously.
Tanuki.
I can't believe it's not a raccoon.
What?
It's not a raccoon? Wait, I thought it was a raccoon. Pumpkin.
Where should I put old Jack here?
I thought his name was Bill.
Coffee maker.
There's something about a man who likes his coffee black. Black coffee puts hair on your chest.
Does it now?
And somewhere lower.
I understand. You are referring to Date's leg hair.
Oh, Iba.
It is quite prominent.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday to you. That song used to be copyrighted, you know? But now it's public domain and I can sing it to my heart's content. Don't you love it?
I can't believe that was copyrighted. Darts machine.
So the darts board has all these holes and the tip of the dart goes in, right?
Yep.
It's kind of sexual, don't you think?
Nope.
I do not understand. What is sexual about it?
Is she okay? That's for you to figure out, because I have no idea.
You don't want to know.
Skis.
We should go skiing.
That was out of nowhere.
Is that a no?
Of course it is. We're in the middle of an investigation.
What? You don't want to go night skiing on my bunny hills?
Oh, god damn it, boss.
I will not allow such scandalous behavior.
I was just kidding. What are you, jealous?
Of course she is. Let's see. Triangular ruler.
Did you ever used to play with these rulers like a gun when you were in elementary school?
Unfortunately, I have to say yes in this account.
I don't know. I don't have any memories from back then, remember?
Yeah, I used to do that. Play with a gun, play it like a weirdly shaped fantasy blade. You know it, we've done it. Rug.
Under no circumstances are you allowed to look under this rug.
Why?
Do you understand?
What
Why?
have you got under there?
Boy band poster.
I sleep with a different one every night. They're so fluffy.
Oh, body pillow.
Lifesaver.
Consider it a good luck charm, so you don't drown when you sink.
Ah, well done. You get the slow clap. Slow clap, boss. Christmas tree.
Merry Christmas.
It's November.
A decorated Christmas tree. It's been there since the first time I was in this room. Ask right.
Grandpa. Answer me, Grandpa.
I'm really worried about her mental health now. Yes, we are. Alright, so first things first, let's check a look at Iber. Let's have a look. Iber jumped out of my eye socket. Okay. A dream-changing reality? Question mark.
It is absurd. Not possible. Dreams are figments of the imagination. An incident which took place entirely in your mind cannot have any bearing on the real world. That is preposterous. Consider it. If you were to find money in your dream, does your bank account balance go up in reality? If you were to be attacked by aliens in your dream, does a swarm of UFOs invade Earth?
But at the warehouse,
You must have been hallucinating. Within Mizuki's Somnium, you saw Iris's frozen corpse. It is affecting your mental state.
Possibly.
Last night, you were so fazed by it that you couldn't speak. If it bothers you to this degree, why not go talk to Iris?
Where is Iris now?
Her cell phone is on. I can trace her via GPS. She is currently somewhere in the Lemniscape building.
Okay, we can do that. About Renju.
Mizuki went to Bloom Park 3 nights ago. She was prompted by a Nile message from Renju.
Mizuki, Daddy got caught up in something serious. Please come to Bloom's Park merry-go-round right away.
There are 3 possibilities. 1. Renju killed Shoko, or was an accessory to the murder. 2. Renju was threatened or blackmailed into luring Mizuki to the scene. 3. The culprit used Renju's phone to send the Nile message.
I think the third one's more likely.
In any case, the motive is still unknown. We need to talk to Renju.
Renju, where did you go?
Where is Renju?
You asked Mama at Marble for information regarding Renju Okiura, correct?
Yep.
It is possible she may have something for you by now.
Okay. Asked Mama for information too. But I had to promise him a meeting with Iris. Mama can wait for now.
We can talk to Iris's mom as well. She was Renju's classmate, right? Iba told me about her.
We could do that. About Okiura Fishery.
I have done some research. As the name suggests, the company is owned by the Okiuras, the same Okiuras we know. Renju's father created the company.
Another connection to Renju.
No, actually. Currently, Okiura Fishery has nothing to do with Renju. The company has been managed by office representatives for the past 17 years after Renju's father died. Renju holds no shares and is not involved in the management. In short, Renju did not inherit the company from his father, and it was instead given to other persons.
But it can't be a coincidence.
It certainly is suspicious.
Absolutely, it is suspicious. About Okiura Fishery.
I would suggest searching the warehouse again. You may be able to discover why Iris was resurrected.
A dream-changing reality.
Date and Iba saved Iris and Somnium, and that changed the history of the real world? Well, I guess it's not impossible.
That isn't what you said yesterday.
That was then, this is now. A woman's mind changes with the phases of the moon, you know?
No, it doesn't.
Anyway, I believe in Date. I trust him more than anyone else in Abyss.
Aw, thanks, boss. About So.
Congressman Sejima is suspicious in more ways than one. Exhibit A. 3 days ago, So called Shoko Nadami's phone. We still don't know exactly why. He only told us it was meant to be private. Exhibit B. So Sejima was at Okiura Fishery Warehouse last night, but he didn't inform us of this. There must be something he doesn't want us knowing. Exhibit C. So was in Iris's Somnium. Dreams are constructed from memories. Yet the good congressman denies he ever knew Iris.
And very suspicious. Where's So now?
I sent him home yesterday.
You released him?
What was I supposed to do? We can't hold him without solid proof. What we saw with Iris hasn't happened yet.
In any case, we have to speak with him again.
About the prophetic dreams.
Stranger things have been known to happen. 2 days ago, Date found Iris's frozen corpse in Mizuki's Somnium. Must have been a prophecy.
Boss.
There's a lot of stuff in this world that can't be explained by science.
Yet to be explained by science. Boss's knack for change is one of her good qualities. Not having beliefs is what she believes in. That's how she established herself as a major player in the police department. Because she believed what she wanted. Wanted to. Fair enough. Alright, boss. Summary.
There are 4 people I should talk to. So Sejima, Iris and Hitomi Sagan, and Mama. And I need to check the warehouse one more time.
We have many avenues of investigation.
Let's get moving.
Alright, let's get out of here. So she's Jima's residence. Let's go annoy this guy. Are those stabs? Yes.
So Sejima is a key person of interest in this case. Earlier, the boss cited 3 points of suspicion against him, and I agree with her assessment. I checked the call logs of So's phones. Congressman Sejima has 1 phone under his name, and a burner phone rented under a fake name.
Did you find anything interesting?
Unfortunately, no.
Really?
But I do have something. I looked into So's secretary's phone. 1 call in particular stood out to me.
Huh?
It was 1 week ago, from Fuchu Prison. The caller identified themselves as inmate number 89.
89.
Number 89.
Yes, this is most likely the same person who called HQ.
I know who killed Shogunadami.
A glove box.
This box is where you keep your doves.
It's not a dove box.
Dash.
When you crash, the first thing you hit is the dash.
Interesting.
Date, this reminds me of Egyptian mythology. Hathor, the mother of Ra. The mirror was one of her sacred symbols.
Wasn't she a cow or something?
Date, can I move the shifter around?
No, don't. Resist the urge.
Alright, now let's talk to Aiba. Let's have a look at her. Looks like Aiba is sitting in the passenger seat. Yes, yes it is. I don't know why I bother even doing that. Okay. What's 89's name?
Unknown.
You don't know?
He is not registered in any databases. He could be a foreigner or recent immigrant, but it would be impossible to determine from where. However, I did not detect any accent in his speech. I believe we can conclude that he grew up in Japan.
Who is 89?
From what I can determine, he is an assassin. He accepts jobs from the criminal underworld for substantial rewards. His code name is Falco.
Falco?
Correct.
Oh, it's making him remember something. So what's he in jail for? Obviously killing, right?
Murder.
Yeah.
He is serving a life sentence for multiple counts. He was imprisoned 6 years ago.
6 years ago?
What's the relationship between So and number 89?
Unknown. You would have to ask Mr. Sejima for that information.
Yeah, like he's gonna give it to me anyways.
Number 89 said he knew who killed Shoko.
He did, but that may be a lie.
Does he have any connections to the Cyclops serial killings?
Unknown. In all honesty, I have no idea.
Alright, Aiba summary.
Number 89.
Should we visit Fuchu Prison?
Yes. Yes, we should. Yeah, I was thinking the same thing, guys. Falcon Punch!
No, we don't have time. Call up boss. Tell her to request that number 89 be brought to Abyss.
Roger.
Captain Falcon, show me your moves. Sejima residence, Monday.
I heard there was no body found at the cold storage warehouse.
Where did you get that information from?
Isn't your investigation over?
Far from it. So? Not a mochi. Island. Pond.
Aiba, look! A merman.
So is a wealthy politician. It is no surprise to me that he has a merman. Wait, a merman?
Oh, hey everybody! I'm a merman.
What? What? A merman? I heard a strange voice just now. Could it be? What the hell? I don't care how rich you are. There's no way you can have a merman.
Speaking of gardens, what kind do you prefer?
I like a well-manicured lawn.
Oh god.
But some bushes aren't bad either. I mean, what?
Ah, Date. His head's always in the gutter. Always. Alright, so, let's have a look at you. So is feeding the koi in the pond. Why were you at the warehouse? Yeah.
I told you I will not answer that question.
And why not? We didn't find anything there. There's nothing to hide.
It appears that he will not respond.
Okay, so, why did you call Shoko?
You are beginning to irritate me.
What did you want to talk to her about? What is the private matter you mentioned? What is your relationship with her?
I'll answer your questions when you present a warrant.
What about Iris?
How many times do I have to tell you? I don't know that girl. I've never seen her before.
Date,
I knew he was lying. This proves it.
I am having difficulty determining his motive for lying. After all, Iris was not killed.
Yeah.
Maybe he's got a secret with her he doesn't want us knowing. What are you hiding so?
What are you hiding indeed? Alright. About 89.
Number 89? Who is that?
An inmate at Fuchu prison. He used to go by Falco. He was an assassin.
Odd, finding such a person in Japan. What about him?
About a week ago, he called your secretary.
I don't know anything about that. He was probably calling for a pardon or some such nonsense. My secretary probably decided it wasn't worth my attention.
Convenient, if you ask me. Well, I guess they don't see Date as a threat, I guess. About 89.
If you need information, you can ask her.
Oh, well, I don't mind if I do.
I can't help you.
Now let's go ask her.
Haven't you people got enough? I'm very busy. Excuse me. Oh, actually, I do have one more thing to tell you. To be honest, Kaname Date, I don't like you.
Yeah, well, I don't like you either.
I don't ever want to see you again.
Yeah.
So I suggest that you don't show your face here anymore.
Was that a threat?
It's what's best for both of us. Understand?
Was that a threat? So walked away sternly.
Who does this guy think he is?
Date, your blood pressure is skyrocketing. Any higher could kill you. Relax, Date. We still have much to do.
I know.
Yeah, Date, relax. We can just talk to the secretary. You know, we'll go to Marble next. Marble, Monday.
You need more info on Ren?
You know it.
I'm sorry to waste your time, but I don't have anything for you.
Oh.
I see.
So was it a waste of time coming here? TV
Care to watch some riveting videos with balls and holes?
you talking about billiards or something else?
Sorry, I don't like golf.
Beer tap.
Hey Date, you know what I say when I turn into a drunk devil?
Dev Ale.
Ah! Another beer pun. Refrigerator.
You're so cold, Mama.
Hey, I'm over here.
So rude, Date. Blackboard.
Hey, Mama. What's with the pizza, fish, and chips?
People used to call me that on the internet all the time. Guess it's stuck.
Pizza, fish, and chips. Ah,
Oh!
I see. Piece of fucking shit.
Oh! Iva! Language!
This, however, appears to be a simple Italian pizza with fish and french fries.
He drives her. What is this? Looks like a poster for something. Taxi drives her. I don't get that. Go to Mama. Let's have a look at her. Mama is polishing a dried bonito fish. Again, don't understand the reference to anything in that. Alright. Why are you always brushing that fish? Yes!
I find it calming.
Why is that?
Don't ask me.
Ah, goddammit. Alright, how's it going?
Well, I could use a little help down there, if you know what I mean.
I do, and I don't want to help.
I do not know what she means. Perhaps you should take her up on her offer.
Absolutely not.
About Renju.
You know about Renju and the Kumakura gang, right?
Yep.
Yeah, I know. I heard it from his own mouth right here.
Do they have anything to do with the talent scandal at Lemniscate?
Talent scandal?
Maybe now they do, since Renju is the president of Lemniscate. But even before that, Renju and the Kumakuras go way back. All the way back to high school.
Damn.
Hey, Date. Have you ever seen a dead body?
I remember Renju saying that to me, after he and I went through a bottle.
You're a policeman. I don't know what department, but I assume you aren't handing out traffic tickets. So, how about it?
It's a really odd question. Anyways, I didn't answer. I turned the question around on him.
What about you?
Me? Well, yeah. Not just one, countless bodies. When I was in high school, I had a pretty crazy job. You know the Kumakura gang? I was hooked up to one of their phone fraud scams. I just had to go collect the money from drop points and give it to the Kumakuras. It was an easy job. Eventually, I became friends with the higher-ups. They started taking me with them on jobs.
What jobs?
The target was always an elderly person from the country with no family. Elderly folk who owned a lot of land, you know? They live every day in loneliness and desperation. You just have to be nice to them. That's all it takes. Guys would get to know the old people and they would set up an adoption process. After that, you just have to get them really drunk. Throw them in the tub full of hot water,
Oh, Jesus.
and they pass. Just like that. Heart attack, brain hemorrhage, or they simply go to sleep and drown. The police almost never investigated.
Dude, you just confessed to a police officer.
It always looked natural, like they died of old age. So the adopted gang members would inherit the land. Then we sell it and make massive profits. I watched a lot of people get killed like that. And I've seen journalists get killed for getting too close to the truth.
Dude, you're an accessory to murder. Countless murders.
So I... Why am I telling you all this? Are you going to arrest me?
Yes, bloody hell, I should arrest you. I took a sip from my glass. I didn't say anything for a while.
You didn't do it yourself, right?
No, I was always the lookout.
Doesn't matter, you're accessories to murder now.
But still... Date,
Tears fell to the counter, unending. We didn't say another word until the ice in the glass had melted to nothing. Dude, that guy needs to be in jail. Anyways, about 89.
Oh, Falco?
Yes.
You know him?
I know him as a famous assassin in the underworld. Just rumors, though. Nothing specific.
What kind of rumors?
He's good. 100% success rate. No evidence.
Damn, that is actually really good.
He was a world-class killer.
Did you ever meet him?
Nope. I don't even know what he looks like.
Any other info?
I know he's connected to the Kumakuras somehow.
Them again.
Well, that's about it.
Well, thanks, Mama. That actually was very helpful. Summarize for me.
I don't have anything else for you. Sorry, I'm not much help.
You've been plenty.
No, don't worry about it.
Can you come back again tonight? There's a regular here who is good friends with Ren. They should be here tonight. If you ask him, he might have some information for you.
Ooh, thank you, Mama.
Tonight?
Yes. I'll be waiting for you.
That's actually really helpful. Thank you, Mama. Let's go to Sagan Residence. Sagan Residence, Monday.
I apologize for yesterday. I arrived uninvited.
No, I'm grateful. Thanks to you, Mizuki has her voice back.
No, I didn't do anything.
You did heaps, you tell me. Refrigerator.
Date, a riddle.
Okay.
A man-eating alligator lives in a river. There are no bridges or boats. How do you cross?
Well, let's see. You jump across?
Wrong. The solution is simple. You just swim across.
But what about the man-eating alligator?
He's at a convention out of town. He isn't in the river.
Picture.
I've been wondering about that picture.
Iris drew it when she was 12.
That's you on the left and Iris in the middle, correct?
Yes,
And who's on the right?
the man I was dating at the time. It was only for 3 months, but I met him about 6 years ago. Have you been to the Kume Shrine in the Minato district? I was praying there one day, and I heard a voice. Well, more like a groan. Behind the shrine, I saw a man sitting on the ground. He was bleeding badly from his stomach. I took out my phone to call an ambulance, but he grabbed my wrist, and he held me, and then he kissed me.
Ooh.
I was shocked, but when I stared into his eyes, then I heard footsteps, and then a bunch of men yelling. They were looking for him. When the voices and footsteps faded, he let me go. Don't call an ambulance, and don't call the cops. I knew he had to be a criminal, so I took him to an underground clinic I knew.
Wait, what? You know an underground clinic?
You took him to a mob doctor?
Renju's friend. I only met him once.
Damn.
Even though we had our first kiss seconds after meeting each other, it took a long time before I got to see him again. The first time we held hands was when we watched a horror movie together. The first time I took his arm was when we went to a haunted house in an amusement park. But I wasn't the one who grabbed him. A zombie jumped out and scared us, and he clung onto my arm. He had that cute side to him. And I was falling in love.
Oh.
Our second kiss was in the car. It's cliche, I know. But we drove around at night, looking at all the lights. We parked our car near a warehouse and kissed. I don't think we ever said I love you, but we both knew. We were getting closer and closer. I introduced him to Iris about a month after I first met him. Iris never had a father figure in her life before. She warmed up to him immediately and treated him like a real dad. From then on, it was always the three of us together. We would go to the beach, to the river, the zoo, the amusement park. Going to barbecues with another person was a new experience for me and Iris. Everything felt so fresh. Every day was so exciting. Oh, sorry. You asked about the picture. He wanted to make okonomiyaki one day. He was working with the hot plate. It was ridiculous. He was trying to flip one, and it flew up in the air and landed right on my head. Iris saw the whole thing and laughed and laughed. I hadn't seen her laugh like that in a long time. I was having so much fun that I put an okonomiyaki on their heads too. Plop, plop. I added the bonito flakes and mayo and sauce. At this point, there was no going back. Eggs flew, flour going everywhere. The room was not a pretty sight. After our battle, we laughed like crazy. We were rolling around on the floor. So Iris decided to draw it. It's nostalgic.
Oh. It's a pure memory.
But those days didn't last. 6 years ago, in November, a man with a gun broke into our house. Fortunately, Iris wasn't home at the time, but my boyfriend was. That's why the gunman came. He wanted to kill him. He wanted to kill him, and he would never stop. He pulled the trigger. I tried to protect him. The bullet hit me, but the police arrived. They were both arrested and incarcerated.
Why was he after your boyfriend?
Before he met me, he committed some terrible crime. I don't know the details, but it was awful. So he became a target for underworld criminals. I don't know exactly why, but I know that he betrayed them in some way.
May I ask you something?
Of course.
I had heard that that incident was a random break-in gone wrong.
Oh. That's not true. I lied about it at the time because of Mizuki. Mizuki is Iris's friend. If she found out, Iris would find out too. I didn't want Iris to know.
Know what?
That I was dating a criminal. He was her father figure. Iris looked up to him. If she found out about his past...
The middle one is different. How to handle a monster parrot. Ooh. Plant. Come on, Iba. There are pineapples growing in the corner. What? Where? That's what I thought. Anyway. But then I realized it was just a plant. Hitomi, let's have a look at it. Hitomi is touching her right shoulder with her left hand. It's Monday. Isn't it a school day?
Today's a holiday. I suppose there's never a day off for a detective. Oh, but you aren't a detective, right?
Technically, yes. But I still deal with crime.
I see. Today is a holiday.
You forgot too, didn't you?
About Iris.
I've put Iris through so much. I was 19 and single when she was born. People didn't take kindly to that.
Damn, single mother.
But Iris was such a fighter. She always protected me. I remember, one time at the nursery, some of the other mothers were talking about me. Iris ran up to them and said, "Don't talk about my mommy." I'm supposed to be the mother, but it's Iris who's always protecting me.
What about your parents?
They died when I was 17. I was an orphan, and my relatives lived far away. They might have taken me in, but I was already in my second to last year of high school. It wasn't a good idea for me to move that late. So I decided to stay here, by myself.
And take care of Iris.
Yes, all alone. But Renju would help sometimes.
About Iris.
It was always just me and her. Vacations, barbecues, zoos, amusement parks. Just me and her. Oh, that reminds me. When Iris was 5, there was a children's theater show in Bloom Park. It was called Milky Moon. It was about girls as magical space rangers and such. She loved singing and dancing, even as a kid.
Sounds like Sailor Moon.
Whenever she heard music, her body would start moving. It was a quirk of hers. And she did it at the show, too, toward the end. When all the Milky Moon girls were dancing to the ending song, Iris climbed up onto the stage and danced with them. I tried to stop her, of course. I grabbed her arm and tried to get her to sit, but before I knew it, she was up there, dancing. And everyone was so excited. Even I was dancing by the end of it. When it was over, she had the biggest smile on her face. "Mama, you're a good dancer." That's the kind of girl she was. Whenever she sees someone playing music on the street, she'll run up and join them, right then and there. Music at the train station, the crosswalk beeping, even at convenience stores. When their little chime played, she would start dancing. It almost got her into trouble once. She was on the jungle gym and a truck drove by. It was playing loud music out the windows. She climbed up to the top and started dancing, but she lost her balance and fell. She fractured her leg pretty badly. It was on a Sunday, and it was hard to find an open emergency care. I was carrying her on my back, running and running through town. I could still hear her crying. "Will I still be able to dance, Mommy? Can I still dance?" She cried and cried into my shoulder. It was the only time she ever cried so much. No, that's not true. There was one other time.
Arms are heavy, knees weak, mum's spaghetti. What was the other time?
6 years ago, I was the victim of a shooting. After the surgery, Iris came in running, and she was sobbing.
"Mommy, don't die! Don't die! Please don't die, Mommy! Don't die!"
I swore to myself then that I would protect her, no matter what. Iris is everything to me, more important than my own life.
Where is Renju?
Did something happen to him? You asked me that yesterday.
There's no point hiding it. I told her about Renju's disappearance.
Right from the hospital? I'm sorry. I have no idea.
Let's summarize.
Date, we can't spend time reminiscing. We have to get moving.
Yeah, let's go.
Then let's go. Let's go.